I don't know why that's coming up on my. Hold on a second. I want to look something up. They just keep making up words for the same stuff. They've been doing it for freaking ever. Stupid. I don't even like this song right now. I think I deleted it and it keeps coming back, I swear. Let's see here. That's a stupid song. Mom's gonna be up soon. I need to blow my nose quick. Nobody's there. Everything hurts. It just hurts. I'll go turn on the TV so she'll sleep a little while longer. Alright, let's do this. Tut-tut, you're my sweet nugget of love and my affection, my sweet baby. You're my little zigzag. It's a yes, mama. The zigzagging, mama. You're such a sweet boy. Good eye boogers. Some on to get 'em, mama. Good boy, sweet butt. Good boy. Good boy. Old man. My sweet old babies. I have such big love. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoke empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I think I slept a little bit, but not a whole lot, but more than I have in the last week. So if there's folks out there that you're not sleeping through the night and then have to go throughout your whole day acting like you're all happy and not exhausted to make other people feel better, well, I can relate. So I went and met a senator last night. I could only stay like a half hour because it was at the right around the time Mom's supper, so I had to get home. Benny, you can't get up there. Tucker's there. I'm sorry about your feelings that are hurt because you don't get your way, Mr. Pouty. I'm telling you. Come here. Here, I'll turn on the fan. Benny, come here. He's going to get mad at you. You guys are going to fight on live YouTube. Because he don't want you to, come here, bud. Here. There, buddy. There, let me make it nice for you. Go, Beanie. Good boy, Beanie. Good boy, Beanie. Miss Marge, Ben is in the mood, Margie. Ben, Dust is in the mood, Marge. Can Beanie have a pillow? Yes, Ben, you may have a pillow. The pillow for Beanie. Thank you, Margie, for Beanie. I woke up, I looked at, when I looked at the clock to see what time it was 5 o'clock. So I just decided to wake up, get up, and be up for the day. You good boy, Beanie. So, my time with the senator last night. Bobby Gonzalez? Is that his name? I always get Gonzalez and Martinez mixed up. They're like the same word in my brain. And once it's stuck in there, it's stuck. He's a nice man. I sat right in front of him. I walked him. Got my chair, cup of coffee, water. I'm not used to being out and about that time of day. It's late for me. So I walk in, I'm scouting, looking around, you know, getting the vibe and feeling of the people that are walking in, where they're sitting. See if I can recognize any of them from the community. Because it seems like important people want to go talk to a senator, right? Especially in these times. Want to let them know how you feel about things. So I sit down, I realize what my face is doing. I instantly become aware of my face, and then I smile real big, and I go, I gotta remember to remind myself to smile, because if I don't, people think I'm scary. And people are laughing at me, because I'm a clown. And, we're chit-chatting and stuff, and I'm like, so who is the guest of honor? And they point at the man that I sat right directly across the table from. So I get up just like I was taught to do, and I said, hello, sir. My name is Marge. Marge Hessick. And he said his name. And I said, it's very nice to make your acquaintance. And it triggered something in his mind, because those are phrases that people don't say anymore. It's from another time and another place, and, well, that time and place needs to come back around for some things. Now, I looked him up, and he talks about who he is and his background. Heck, I might be related to the man. He could be my uncle. You know, something like that. You know, I mean, the way my life is orchestrated and panned out, it makes a beautiful freaking opera, really. My life is an opera. So he, let's see if I can find it. Here's the picture. Nice guy. Roberto Bobby J. Gonzalez. I don't know why I keep getting this name in my life. Evidently, I have some karmic resolve with the people with that name. So, anyway, District 6 drives a big old nice truck. As soon as I pulled out, I got out and I saw his Senator 6 plate. I was like, all right, okay. Balling in that truck. Anyway. The stats on him: Los County, Los Alamos, Rio Arriba, Santa Fe, and Taos. He's representative from 1995 to 2019, senator since 2019. He's a retired educator. And see, it's just, I mean, I almost cried when he was first started talking, because Mom was so adamant about early childhood development. Because she could recognize who I was in my brain, and that I needed things different than everyone else did. But she didn't ever get to go down that course. And to come back to where she was born. This story gets crazier and crazier. I can't even hardly believe it myself. It's amazing. So he talked about all the funds that they got for early childhood development, because that is when it is the most important. The cultivation of a planet and its survival, it's contingent on how you treat its little beings from birth to 4 years old. It sets a foundation if they're going to live from their heart or ego. And people are mentored and guided to live, by both sides. They're recruited by both sides, I am for the light. I am not for the dark. Every time I think about darkness, I think about freaking, what happened to me when I was 10 months old and freaking butt stuff, and I ain't into any of that shit. Money, property, prestige, I'm not about any of it. So anybody that is, well, we just don't have that much in common. So, I was thinking about all the stuff that's going on with the watching the Clock Wall app about TikTok, and everybody's talking about that. And I just think it's funny about that story about the clock owner that wound up all the clocks before he left. He owned a clock shop. And when he wound up all the clocks, and when he left, they were all going in there. They're all tick-tock in their own direction, And when he came in the next morning, they were all in congruence. Sometimes it happens in traffic with blinkers. Same frequency, lines up. It's alignment. Like attracts like, And that's, to me, what TikTok is doing, is getting people on the same page, and a lot of people are going, hey, this ain't working out too good. So, and more people are seeing it, because people are rational. Mostly, I think they're rational beings, and they recognize, everything I ever learned about the human race, I learned on the playground before I was 3-4 years old. You could tell who the cheats were. You could tell who the mean kids were, the ones that were like, killing bugs, and just to see what it could do. Just that. You could see who people are. They just grow more towards who they are because of how their heart beat, what it's, that magnetic, that electricity draws people to, I remember Jeff Bilak. I went to school with him when I was young. I think we were in the first grade together. Anyway, I just come across a bunch of elementary school pictures and shit like that. And he always went around, he was the safety police, and he'd go around and pretend someone to be mean. He'd put them in handcuffs and go, "You're under arrest for being mean." And I'd go around, and when boys were picking on girls, I'd be like, "You want to pick on a girl? Why don't you pick on me?" Stuff like that. I would always save the damsels in the distress, even though I never recognized myself as a damsel in distress. Anyway, so when I got home last night, I emailed the senator, because on this page, when you look it up, there's an email address. So I clicked on it, and I said, I would have sent like a handwritten note, and it's not that day and age anymore, kind of thing. I just wanted to make an impact, and I wanted to be, because I sat right in front of them. I've been told a few times by different people that were in drama and stuff. One time in particularly, at a little production in Benson, Omaha, after the little play in the antique store, in the thrift store. I went, you always thank the people who are putting on the event that you're at. And so I went and shook the lady's hand, thank you, great performance, whatever. And she said, "You have a very nice face. You're one of those faces that us actors like, because it's so expression. It's like, my face is always, ooh, ah, fabulous prizes, ooh, ah." And And I could tell that my face was very engaged with what the senator was saying. So when I got home, I just sent him an email real quick. I'll just bring it up real fast. I wonder what email account I sent it from. Gmail? I never heard back from the mayor. I emailed the mayor after his meeting, and then I never heard back. They want to cut down all the trees in the square in Taos. I was like, sons of bitches! And then I went, oh, because I was recording it too, you know. And then the rancher, I guess he's like one of the biggest ranchers. I was sitting next to one of the biggest ranchers in Taos, you know, or farmers, or I mean, he looked important. I mean, you can tell he wasn't a big man, small, you know. Some of us big beings, vibrational frequencies, the broadest spectrums are in small packages, but we're only small in stature. And so he was like, no, it's okay. Like, you know, I'll be the voice. I don't care. I don't get embarrassed. See, people don't say stuff because they don't want to make a fool out of themselves. And I say stuff because I'm going to make a fool out of myself just to prove a point. That's why people that get embarrassed, they don't like being around me. They might appreciate who I am and what I do, but they're never going to freaking, you know, claim to ever know me because God forbid anybody thinks that they're, you know. So, I stayed about 30, and he gave his background. He took a question, and I gave him a question. And it was funny because there's a woman in there. I like how the question after me that they started talking about animal rescue. My body started all my senses started percolating at this meeting because I'm like, man, I got so many ideas in all of these all of them because I've been impacted in all of these areas. And I kind of am excited for how the future could go. If people are willing to talk with me. You know what I mean? So I emailed Mr. Let's see, did I go... Where's my sent? I have so many different email accounts. Gmail, the mayor. Okay, I sent it from okay, M.A. Hessick. I said, thank you for coming to speak today, was the subject. Hello, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for coming out tonight and meeting with the community. I would like to talk with you some more in the future. I had to leave early to get home to tend to mom. Anyway, I hope you don't mind. I recorded the time I was there and uploaded it to my YouTube channel. I'm going to attach my resume so you can get an idea who I am. It cuts off in 2016 because I was called to be a stay-at-home daughter. Thank you for your time. Be well, Margie. So, anyway... I called today's talk, I'm a Temple Grandin. I keep getting this shit in my feed. Temple was on my radar about, I don't know, 8 years ago. When did that movie come out? That she was in. Or that they made about her. She wasn't in. She's a snappy dresser too. I wonder if her Venus is in Pisces. August 29th. She's a Virgo. Fucking figures. God, I have more Virgos around me than any other sign. It's such a fucking trip, dude. The lessons they teach me, though, I tell ya, it's because I have so much Pisces. I have like 4 planets in Pisces. and it's the opposite. So I understand. I get why. It doesn't make it any easier, less awkward, more it doesn't help fucking nothing. Understanding why things are the way that they are doesn't fucking take the edge off, man. It just don't. So this movie came out. She's 76. She was born in Boston, Massachusetts. So latitude, what's that? 40? Is it part of my Boston lat 42? Yep, fits with the plus or minus 2, close in frequency. And then I think she's predominant in Boulder, Colorado, which actually isn't really far from me. I wonder if she would meet me. That would be a freaking trip to meet Temple Grandin. She was in Omaha, and it was like I had a conflicting, like, speaking at UNO, and I wanted to go really bad. And I think my friend Dana went. And I'm just like, why don't people think about me when this... Like, don't they recognize that my brain don't work? Like she's a superintendent, and she couldn't recognize how I'm not so neurotypical? That's weird. Anyway, so, Temple Grandin movie. Move 2010. So I must have watched it in 2011. It came across my radar, and I actually freaking cried because I was like right around because people. I remember being tested in junior high, and they said I was autistic, and I thought, but I thought they meant artistic, and then I was like, no, it's like audio, autistic. That was back in 1987. And they don't, I mean, we go in Main Street. We just have to learn how to fit in and go along and get along and don't fucking throw tantrums. That's what my course of action in life was. At some point, I don't know, I act out. Now, sometimes I throw tantrums still. I don't throw myself on the ground anymore and writhe around and, like, hold my breath until I freaking pass out. I would do that because I would feel so much energy in my body that I would get to the maximum point of suck just so the suck would break. And it seems like that's kind of a pattern I formed in my life. It's like, okay, if this is gonna suck, let's just make it as sucky as we possibly can. Might as well. You know? Might as well make an example out of something. So I actually cried when I watched that movie because I was like, somebody that thinks like me. That's wild. And then, like, I mean, I hung out with people that were teachers, and they're like, Marge, you're not, you know, if you took the test, you know. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Labels don't never do me any good. It doesn't, like, put more money in my bank. Experience doesn't put more money in my bank. I mean, I just had to learn how to take care of myself. That's all I wanted to do in life, is just learn how to survive. Fucking dude. Down here in the cracks of society, I know the cracks are getting wider and more people are falling down it. And if I keep meeting with the senator, I'm going to see, they talked about affordable housing and stuff like that. And the more I keep picturing my vision, the more it makes sense. And he even said the words that I say, that the money is there. New Mexico has the money. They don't know who to give it to because they waste it. And people don't know what they're doing. I can float a 22-cent balance for 10 days. People that have never had to survive, they don't know what it means to have to survive. I do. I could go from being a mirage. A mixed up Margie is a mirage. To potentially being a liaison. The lighting's changing. I'm looking all etheric. Otherworldly. Interdimensional. Anyway. High metal pancakes, hippie opium. There's a lot of other people that have never had to survive. And because of their creature comforts, other people have suffered. And I'm ready to bring in the balance, see, because that's what Heyoka do. Oh, you got this over here, who doesn't have this over here, so you can have that. I will make them think. I promise that I will. I will do that. And I will continue to be an example of good orderly direction given the opportunity. It's so crazy how this story is freaking playing out. I'm about to go back to the breadline. I'm about to go to the breadline. I want to ask all these people in the breadline. What do you need to be what you want in life? What do you want to see happen? What do you want? Tell me. That's because if you want to see the people that want the change, you got to go to the places. And I will continue to invite every politician, every senator, every congressman, every mayor, every representative in your community. Go live on your streets 3 nights and 4 days, all of you. Live amongst your constituents. Our community is only as good as it treats the bottom, animals included. I'm seeing stations of like house, like animal rescues in people's houses all over the place. Funded. There is so much to go around. The waste is enough. Don't worry about what's going out. Get involved in your local communities. It's important. All these people on my feed, social media, I'm always on the verge of deleting face, butt, twatter. It's data collection points. That's how I see where the collective consciousness is. It just makes my adrenaline glands hurt. You're Pisces, cusp, Aquarius. So is that Aquarius sun? I'm meeting lots of Aquarius. See? Dude, I am for you come here. That's why I want a place for travelers that are pedestrian trailers, come work it. Dude, I'm sorry about your dog, dude. That fucking sucks, man. I'm holding space for you, hippie. I'm right there with you, man. That was the year I graduated high school. February. I barely graduated, man. I had a dog 17 years old. So that was actually kind of a beautiful thing, huh? I mean, it's a sick thing. Fucking see, you know what? Cops have mocked me my whole life because they got tiny Let me tell you about cops. I got to get the snot out my face. Hold on a second. I want to continue this conversation. People don't know this about much. See, because I want to know about shit, I've been asking questions for years. And when I went in the Air Force, I was in the recruiter. I'm 24, 25 years old. I'm an old lady in their eyes, you know? I'm just like, I went off to, I'm like, dude, I know you guys fucking tell people whatever they want to hear so that you can recruit them. I get that. I get that. You don't got to do that to me, okay? You got me. I have no choice. I have no place else to go. I'm doing this out of desperation and education, see? Because I got a mom I got to take care of, so I got to get a good job. And in order to do that, I have to do all the things that the world requires of me, all right? So just tell me what I need to do so I can go do what I need to do. And he's like, you got to lose 30 pounds. So 38 days I lost 28 pounds. And I fucking kicked ass to do it. I had to leave my little dog with mom. That's what Operation Iraqi bullshit paid for, is mom to rent a car to drive back across, him to come live with me. I think, so I asked the recruiter. I said, are cops the lowest test scores in the mill? Because you got to take a test to get in. And he said, no, that's services. He said the people that beat up the eggs in the chow hall and the people that wipe down the gym equipment at the gym, you know, that people that have a pulse, give them something to clean up after people, you know, that's services. The tower folders and stuff. And so, and he said they're the second. So you have a population of men that come from all of these different places, but they all have the same backgrounds. Well, maybe. I don't know. Either they were... Either people are suppressed or lifted. And a lot of these guys are lifted. Like, you know, apple of mommy's eye, you know, football team, can do no wrong, you know, but was just a complete asshole to people like me. I mean, they're dimes a dozen, right? So what they do is they go, because they're smart. I'm not saying they're stupid. They're very intelligent. But they graduate high school, and then they go off, and then they go, just go do 2 years. Just go do 2 years. Military police. It's easy. It's a cakewalk. You get to sit there, break shit, fucking bully, you know, be a dick, just like you were in high school. Only you get paid for it. And if you get deployed, you get to, you know, maybe kill somebody. And you get paid for it, you know. And then, they get out, they do 2 years. They'll do like the shortest enlistment. And then they take that, and then they go back home to their local cop shop, and they're like, I defended my country. I was a policeman. Look at the experience I got. Oh, yeah. Come join our fraternal brotherhood of horse shit. You'll love it. You might have to put some stuff in your butt every now and again from time to time, but, you know, for loyalty and brotherhood and allegiance, you just gotta do what you gotta do. So, high school grads with guns. Lots bully assholes with guns. You thought, always their ego always fed. Yes, men always told, and then you just buy them new cars and new trucks every year. Where are they supposed to learn discipline? I mean, when I was growing up, when they called police pigs, I always thought it was more in a proverbial sense, because, like, they take all the resources for their cars and their guns and their laptops and their cars and their, what do people think? And all their... Anyway. Where do they learn discipline? Where is the discipline? I look all over for it. It's getting late. Mom's okay. It's so cold. It makes my body hurt, and then it makes me crabby. China. Where are you? You're in... I thought you were... I get ya. Nah, he was... Do this... Aren't you in Connecticut? Isn't that... Or... Northeast? And it's all... I remember... I mean, I get so triggered by this shit. Yeah, they're Freemasons. My fucking grandfather... My great-grandfather was a Freemason. The dude that got killed... in the oil field when my grandpa watched his dad... Joseph Hessick. He has the fucking free... That's why I fucking hate that, because it's like, I don't give a fuck about your man clubs, dude. It never did me no fucking good. Never. And the dudes in it are fucking douchey and are always assholes to me. So what the fuck do I care about fucking fraternities, man? They all suck ball sack. South Australia. A lady I helped last year with her restaurant is from New Zealand. She just got back from around Christmas. She makes Kiwi food. Allie's a la carte. Word on the street is she's having change of hearts about things. We'll see. I don't know. When people have change of hearts, usually it don't directly impact me much. South Australia. Wow. PETA's down there. PETA's down in Australia. Yeah. I guess I never, I mean, I have a traveling spirit and a wandering heart, but I'm of the belief that my spirit has traveled and wandered so much that it's just like been there, done that. And I think that new souls are the ones that have the travel bug the most, and they want to see this and go do that and go do this. I learned a long time ago that when I've gone to this place, okay, yeah, this is great. And then I go over here, wow, this place looks just like that place. You know, I always kind of end up in the same place. So I just, you know, and the traveling to get there, like traffic and all those annoyances and stuff like that, I don't have the patience for it. I can just see pictures of a place and energetically put myself there. I don't need to go, you know, exhaust myself by spending so much effort. I'd rather frickin' mow an old lady's lawn up the road, or frickin', you know, teach a kid how to change the oil in his car, or teach a woman how to change her tire. Do something like worth my time, rather than I think about all the resources that go on wasted every single second of every day of people just trying to make themselves feel better. When what will really make themselves feel better is doing something for someone else. It's a no-brainer. Once we get past them living that best life, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, I gotta go get Mom up and around. We might be doing talks later, because there ain't nothing else to do. I thank you, Ethiopian, for hanging out. And it's for folks like you that I'm going to keep striving and working for my little piece of paradise of where travelers can come and just be and decompress, and we can all help fix each other. Yep, teach a man to fish. Mom, my brother probably triggers him, because ever since I was a little kid, Mom has been saying that. As a matter of fact, I got a letter that he typed out for her and wrote one time. See, and he's like shoving it in her face. Well, it's time for you to fish, but she had a traumatic head injury, and he's very insensitive, and apathetic. So anyway. Yes, my love. Sharing today knowledge. That's all I can do. All I can do is share the knowledge, my love nuggets. See my pretty lady? Do you want to give me kisses? Uh-oh. Yeah. That's funny. Oh, okay. That I just found out. This is interesting. See, it's just when they say the truth will be revealed. I sent my dad a picture of him. This is after he got in his accident. He got crushed by a covert pipe and it cracked his head like an egg. And he wasn't on any narcotics or anything, right? No pills, right? So the story I was told is they called and they said, well, it happened last month. He said, it happened last month. We weren't sure if he was going to live or not. So that's the story I've been telling for 49 years because that's the story I was told. And I was just told just now that ding! I said, came across this. They didn't tell us about your accident for a month. They were not certain that you were going to live. You denied pain pills then, so I deny them now. I always thought it was neat how good Grandma and Grandpa took care of you. He said, yep, me too, but I did return the care when they needed me. That's how it's supposed to work. When that picture was taken, I was 2 weeks into recovery. After the first day or two, my survival really wasn't in question. See, I'm just not included in people's lives, and that's how it's always been. And it was just later in life they said that, Marge, you got Chiron and Aries, but I always knew it. But then, like, people are like, no, that kind of indicates you're the shit, Marge. That means people will forever shit on you, including my own parents. So that's why, like, I communicate that. I every now and again, because I have to be okay with my dad. I can't allow things that he says like hurt my feelings and make me mad. You know, cutting him off is like cutting off half of my DNA and hating myself. And I can't afford to do that. I can't risk it. I can't. Because the guy, I look too much like him. I look too much like him. And if I get to be 75 years old, I can't look in the mirror and hate myself for hating half of who I am. So it's like, okay, whatever, dude. I was this mistake, dude. My parents were divorced. I found that out on Ancestry. And then it's fucking, my life is the biggest joke. I have no choice but to be Heyoka. Anyway, and it's funny because he never took care of me when I was a kid. That's why he don't want me and Jerry to take care of him when he gets old, because he knows he didn't do anything to take care of us when he's a kid and don't make him feel bad. So anyway, that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have